Energy, the universal force that has built, facilitated, and continues to positively impact our everyday life. It is the reason behind KUFPEC's success today and its firm commitment towards a brighter future. Incorporated in 1981, Kuwait Foreign Petroleum Exploration Company, KUFPEC, is a subsidiary of the state-owned Kuwait Petroleum Corporation, KPC. KUFPEC's core business involves exploration and production of crude oil and natural gas outside the state of Kuwait. KUFPEC's 40th anniversary in April 2021 marks a milestone in production and exploration achievements that the company fulfilled for the past 4 decades. Headquartered in Kuwait, KUFPEC participates with joint venture partners in the upstream hydrocarbon activities with assets in several countries over 5 continents, including Africa, Asia, Australia, North America, and Europe. Through dozens of projects, KUFPEC enjoys successful business alliances with major international and national oil companies. Today, KUFPEC's portfolio continues to diversify and grow with the aim of contributing to Kuwait's national income and optimizing KPC's shareholder value, in addition to transferring technology and know-how to Kuwait. Our strategic role in this domain was exhibited through several initiatives to share with KPC subsidiaries best practices and latest technologies applied in liquefied natural gas, LNG, tight gas, heavy oil, shale gas and oil, as well as providing valuable secondment opportunities for employees of our sister companies to gain new skills and expertise by joining KUFPEC's overseas diverse oil and gas projects. In Australia, the Wheatstone LNG joint venture project is a world-class natural gas development and one of the largest energy projects in the world. The Wheatstone project reinforces the position of KUFPEC and its JV partners as leading suppliers of natural gas in the Asian-Pacific region. It provides an immense source for advanced upstream and downstream technologies that are shared with the KPC group of companies through training secondment opportunities, transfer of technology, and knowledge-sharing sessions.
The Wheatstone LNG project is a world-class liquefied natural gas plant located 12 kilometers west of the Onslow town in Western Australia. The plant is supplied by raw gas from several offshore upstream fields. The project entered its fully operating phase in March 2019, with the first production coming from Train 1 in 2017. Followed by Train 2 in 2018, and finally the domestic gas production facilities in 2019. The project contributes over 40,000 barrel equivalent per day to KUFPEC total production, with the phased drilling campaigns to sustain this production level for decades to come.
15,000 kilometers northwest of Perth, KUFPEC's pioneering strides toward expanding technological transfers gained momentum by exploring new sources of energy. In November 2014, KUFPEC established its first global footprint in developing liquids-rich shale gas resources spanning approximately 330,000 net acres in the Kaybob region of the Duvernay Formation in Alberta, Canada. KUFPEC and its JVPs heralded the company's exploration, development, and production for unconventional sources of energy, and paved the way for KUFPEC to intensify the transfer of valuable knowledge and grounded expertise to the Kuwait oil sector. This promising venture places KUFPEC on the threshold of a new era of progress, prosperity, profit growth, substantial access to new technologies, knowledge transfer, and sustainable production.
The Kaybob project is KUFPEC's first onshore unconventional asset. The project contributes over 18,000 BOE per day to KUFPEC's total production, from approximately 180 wells drilled in over 300,000 acres of land. Planned future developments and continuous drilling is expected to result in a net peak production of 48,000 BOE per day.
Further away in North Europe, KUFPEC's presence in Norway empowers the company to share best practices in developing marginal oil fields, heavy oil, CO2 injection storage, and hot tap technology, in addition to facilitating relationship between KPC subsidiaries and Norwegian research institutions. KUFPEC's Norwegian assets also support the achievement of our strategic objectives effectively, with a production exceeding 25,000 BOEPD. As for Asia, KUFPEC has been present in Pakistan since 1987, making us the second largest producer of gas amongst foreign upstream companies operating in the country. KUFPEC's involvement in Pakistan exemplifies the successful alliances KUFPEC builds with host governments, joint venture partners, and the local communities where we are active. The blocks operated by KUFPEC provides ample opportunities for Kuwaiti engineers to develop hands-on experience and skills in tight gas exploration, production technology, and field development. Sailing eastward, we cast anchor at one of our first oil and gas producing assets in the Southeast Asia region, the offshore Natuna Sea Block A, NSBA in Indonesia, where KUFPEC has a significant interest and net share of production. Natuna has been our venue of choice to build and develop Kuwaiti talent. Through our development programs, Kuwaiti engineers were sent on assignments on-board drilling rigs and offshore producing platforms to build on their competencies and add value to this valuable project. Indonesia is also home to KUFPEC's newly acquired Anamas block, where KUFPEC is the operator and is currently conducting an exploratory program.
Anamas, located in the Natuna Sea, has given KUFPEC and Kuwait the opportunity to demonstrate and expand on our offshore drilling capabilities and to showcase KUFPEC's operational excellence through its innovative project management system that can be leveraged by KPC and our sister companies.
In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic unprecedentedly swept the world, creating a massive health crisis not seen in more than a century. KUFPEC raised up to this HSE crisis by taking effective and appropriate HSE actions and procedures to protect our people and the communities we work in. A crisis management plan was initiated by holding virtual meetings to follow up and administrate all necessary and immediate business requirements. Our commitment and unrelenting drive towards humanitarian and environmental concerns are clearly manifested during times of natural disasters, community outreach, and HSE campaigns. Wherever we operate with our JVPs, KUFPEC ensures a positive and productive role in the social and educational development of the local communities that we are active in, assisting, improving, and sustaining the livelihoods in those remote communities. In Onslow, Australia, our contribution in the educational and health services were exhibited through funding the social and critical infrastructures for roads, schools, and education projects. Additionally, the sponsorship of the Royal Flying Doctors Service presents the finest medical care for those people requiring urgent medical attention and living in isolated and rural areas in Australia. KUFPEC's alliance with its JVPs, providing $850,000 to the Agricultural Rehabilitation Program in Yemen and $500,000 to the University of Juba's Physics Lab in South Sudan. In collaboration with Biodiversity East, the two critically acclaimed books stand as a clear testament of KUFPEC's efforts in raising awareness towards the preservation of endangered species and ecosystems in Kuwait. Birds of Kuwait provides a scientific introduction to nearly 400 migratory and local birds and habitat species in Kuwait that were documented by 36 local and international photographers, in addition to a host of researchers supported by various scientific and environmental authorities in Kuwait. Equally significant is the Coral Reefs of Kuwait book that catalogs Kuwait's sea life. KUFPEC's commitment to environmental preservation.
Sea turtles are flagship species in the world's biodiversity, symbolizing the well-being of the world's oceans. In our many years of work in Kuwait, we at Biodiversity East have found in KUFPEC the most remarkable ally for the study and conservation of this species, amongst many others, as well as an ally in raising awareness on these remarkable animals and their prestigious habitats, the coral reefs of Kuwait.
Over the past 40 years, KUFPEC has developed into an international upstream oil company that is a partner of choice for national and international oil companies with which we operate. We are recognized as a partner that adds technical strengths, business acumen, and the resources that come only with being a Kuwaiti company that is an integral part of the KPC group of companies. As we enter our 5th decade, we seek to continue to add value to our stakeholders through maximizing value to our shareholder KPC, capitalizing on development opportunities to share management and technical skills with our domestic and international businesses, and finally, through opening new horizons for the Kuwaiti oil sector. We will do this by continuously optimizing our portfolio, making smart acquisitions that add strategic elements to our businesses, and delivering value to the communities in which we operate. And by the time of our half-century celebration, we plan to continue to be an integral part of the KPC group of companies and deliver even greater strategic value to the KPC group.